Morning, guys. Hope you're all doing fantastic today. It is now Wednesday. It's weird. I got today and tomorrow's Animal Kingdom, and then Friday we go home. I'm not looking forward to it. My calves are, though. My calves are absolutely killing me. With all the walking I did on Sunday for Magic Kingdom, and then Hollywood Studios, it was just starting to kick in. Yesterday at Epcot, it sucked. My calves were just absolutely killing me. There is one thing I did want to touch on that has to do with why I think a lot of this stuff is still closed in the resorts, and they're very, very picky on what's open and what's not open. All right, so there's a bus stop for this section of buildings over here. There's also one for this section of buildings over here, and there's a fourth bus stop over here. The main or first bus stop is actually for the building I'm in, and that's right outside our building. This one and mine are the only two that are open. This bus stop and this bus stop are closed, and there's nobody in the parking lots, which means there's nobody staying in those two sections of buildings. I don't know if that's protocol from them to regulate how many people are staying in the resort, or if they just have low attendance. But I think that does tie in a lot to why, like, the main food areas downstairs are still closed. There's just not a lot of people here. I mean, the last time I was here, there were people walking around all over the place, and now you may find like one or two walking around somewhere, and that's about it. But don't take what I just said there and think that the parks aren't going to be crowded at all. Hollywood Studios was kind of crowded. Magic Kingdom wasn't bad at all. Epcot, definitely not bad at all. Epcot was probably the lowest amount of people I've seen so far on this trip. Hollywood Studios, because it's got a lot of newer stuff going for it. The whole Galaxy's Edge thing was crowded. Toy Story was crowded. They had some newer rides that people wanted to get on, so that park is more crowded than the rest of them altogether. My biggest tip is to still use the crowd calendars that you can find online. I'll link in the description box below. I'll link the one that I use, and it's perfect. It was perfect. It was dead on for this trip. So I highly recommend using this one, but definitely give them a look before you go on any trip, whether it be Universal or Disney or any theme park that you go to. They're really helpful.
May I have your attention, please? May I have your attention?
No, Marion, all the way down.
There has been a fire emergency reported in the building. Please evacuate the building by the nearest exit. Do not use the elevators.
So just to give you guys a little bit of a heads up on what all happened, there was no fire. It was just somebody accidentally hit the fire alarm. I think it was near the kitchen area of the resort, and it kind of set up all the fire alarms. The only issue, though, is being on the 9th floor, we kind of realized you can't really hear the fire alarm in the hotel unless you're in the stairwell, which is where you guys heard it in that video or the last clip. It was really loud in there. But the rest of the place is so soundproof, you really can't hear it that well. Me and the people across from us were kind of wondering if what we were hearing was actually the fire alarm or if it was just some really light beeping. We just wanted to double check with each other. I ended up just taking a photo because I wasn't sure how long I was going to be away from the room, and I didn't want to waste a huge amount of power just taking a video here and there. So yeah, nothing big, nothing major. I guess it got us out of the hotel. The only issue is that I had my bad shoes on because I just grabbed my shoes right away and left when I had my calves that were killing me. So to go down 9 flights of stairs with bad shoes that aren't really comfortable was not a fun time. But otherwise, I'm just glad there wasn't a real fire. Nobody was hurt or injured with this.
That's a cool design. I haven't seen this one before. It's really neat. Alright, so we're going to actually go into the Lego store right now, or be our first stop. But I'm just passing by the World of Disney, and I think their main thing that they're pushing right now is the 2021 stuff. So we'll have to take a look at that on our way back. I'm just not sure if I'm going to be picking up any. It's not, at least the stuff with the dates on it is not like my favorite clothing stuff, but I don't know. If I'm not going to be coming back for a while, I may want to pick something up. I know they have pins, so I may try to get a 2021 pin if possible. This is really cool. It looks like one of the old school medieval kits that I used to have for Legos. I'll show a picture of the one I have, but this one's really neat.
Alright, so this section of the video got a little bit loud, and you can't really hear me with my mask on. But basically what I'm pointing out is with the Batmobile compared to the Nintendo Entertainment System Lego, it's actually cheaper to buy the Batmobile, even though it's $20 more. You're paying less per Lego, and you get over 600 Legos more with the Batmobile than you do with the Nintendo Lego, even though there's a $20 price difference.
Technic stuff is just getting huge. These are massive sets, and that's $200, $450, $250. These are huge. The castle's pretty cool too, but it's $350. I would hope for $350 got a whole castle and not just half of it, but you're paying for the name with this one. Okay, so to contrast that one, the railroad station is $330. It actually looks like a complete set. I actually like this one a little more than the castle. You got all the Harry Potter stuff, which is really cool. I really like the castle. And you got all the Star Wars stuff. And this is just a trap for me, because now they have the Millennium Falcon, which I have, and they have the AT-AT, the Destroyer, and an A-Wing Starfighter. They have everything big in stock, and it's so expensive. So I came in the Christmas store, and this is all new. And a huge section just for Nightmare Before Christmas. This is awesome. Sweet. I don't know what to get first. So you're looking at the upper 30s for a price for the shirts. At least that one was at 36. This one not so much. This one's only at 24. This one's not bad. Got a really nice jacket. How much is a jacket going for? Alright, kind of hard to see. The jacket's going for 80 bucks. Alright, we got some time to spare before our ornaments are ready, so let's take a quick run into the pin trading post. Now that that's done, I'm hungry. Alright, so I'm just about to eat my meal from Earl of Sandwich, and I noticed that the Void is in fact shut down. That I was always interested in, but I never actually went in. From what I remember, I want to say it was a VR thing. I'd have to do more research into that, but I was always interested in trying that stuff, but I never got around to it. But now that is officially shut down. Alright, before I head out, let's stop into the World of Disney and see if they have anything new. Alright, so this is one of the newer sets of kitchenware they came out with. All got Mickey and Minnie's print all over it. Very cool design. I like it. Everything's based off of cherries. Very pretty. Yeah, it just looks as of right now, Disney is pushing a lot of their main designs. I guess nothing really too elaborate or fancy, other than the Minnie Mouse and Mickey Mouse stuff for the home, and the 2021 stuff, which is that whole section over there against the wall is all 2020. That is a lot of 2021 merchandise. A little bit of a break in the middle here, and it picks up again. Then we have some random bluish glittery, oh, I know what those backpacks are. They're everywhere.
So I'm back at the resort now, and I took some stuff down to the gift shop. In any resort that you're at, whatever gift store you stop in that's a Disney gift store, you can ship things to your house or wherever you want it to ship to from that store, which is really handy. But I had a lightsaber, 2 ornaments that I just picked up today, and 2 pieces of art that I picked up at the art festival. And I'm thinking, okay, the oblong shape of the lightsaber and the price of everything, I was thinking maybe 40 bucks minimum. I went down there and everything together was only $17 and like 70 cents or something like that for shipping. So I'll definitely take that. And that is because she informed me that it only goes up to like $39. So no matter what you buy, if you ship it from a Disney place, it's only $39.99. or something like that. It doesn't go above $40, which is really, really, really handy. All right, so before I call it quits for tonight, we got Animal Kingdom tomorrow. It's looking like it's gonna be about 69, 70 degrees. So it won't be too bad. I'll probably take shorts and just a t-shirt, no sweatshirt or anything, and my backpack. The only issue I'm having right now is dealing with my calves. For some reason, my calves sense Magic Kingdom, and Magic Kingdom was okay. It started to kick in about halfway through Hollywood Studios on day 2 or Monday. It's weird going to a park on a weekend. Yeah, it screws up my whole week. But on Monday, halfway through the park, my calves really started to hurt. What I like to do for stretching out my calves is just putting my leg on like a bed, or you could do it on the ground, just keeping it straight out in front of you, grabbing onto your toes and pulling them towards you. You're gonna stretch the crap out of that, but it might hurt for a little bit, but it'll feel good in the long run. What I found kind of interesting and funny is that this is winter. And to show you the difference of how cold Florida is right now, it is 43, and back in Wisconsin where I live, my area is at 29 degrees. There's literally only a 14 degrees. Yeah. There's literally only a 14-degree difference between where I live in Wisconsin, who just saw, a snow blizzard, drop a foot of snow, and we're looking at 6 more inches in the next couple days, down to Florida, where there's Disney World. But looking at Animal Kingdom, I think I'm going to be able to get through everything I want to pretty easily tomorrow. I really only have a few rides that I want to go on, which would be Dinosaur, Expedition Everest, and Safari, or the Kilimanjaro Safari. Not really anything in Pandora. Flight of Passage is a fantastic ride, don't get me wrong, but I wasn't really planning on doing that before with Mitchell, and we were able to get on it. And since I really can't film anything on that ride anyway, there's no point in me getting on it this time. But then I also have the treks. I can just walk around in Asia and Africa, and I can see a lot of the animals, so I'm really pumped about that. Oh, and it's tough to be a bug because you have to do that one. So we're gonna check that out. I'm gonna check out some of the shopping around there tomorrow as well, and I'm looking forward to it. It's my last day, so I just want to get out, sightsee, enjoy, and take it all in before we have to head back. But that's gonna do it for tonight. I'm dead tired. I will see you guys tomorrow morning.